how can we describe everything you are, since there are hundreds of thousands of things that are under your control?
Okay. एक adjudicator of the Kudrat Kamraka Vichar. Okay. So how can we describe? So Phil, we still found this. You can add to that because we're saying what can we take away from the Harbarak Singh?
So I did it for I wrote down that there's many things in this universe that, like, you know, Vajraji created with, like, you know, his powers, like that we should treat everything, like, you know, well, like not destroy everything and do, like, you know, bad stuff with it. And like we don't have much power to describe everything that Vajraji has created, like, throughout the universe.
Very nice. If Vaheguruji has made everything amazing, then why would we want to destroy and mess up something amazing? Can us one message? If you say it's something practical we can take away with. So how can I describe this amazing creation which Vaheguruji's made? Then why would I want to trash this planet through pollution, through littering, through, you know, my actions, or through, you know, spoiling things in the ocean, you know, plastics and stuff like that? You see, there's much deeper. You can take away lots of message from this. It really applies, in, you know, you can take it on a wider scale. Any, before we wrap up, anybody who's wishes to add, thinking that, you know, I had some really good different thoughts which I want to share with the Sangat. If you just unmute yourself or flag yourself up. But Maneet Kaur, are you nodding that you wanted to speak? Yes or no? Oh, okay. So I'm assuming there's no one, so I can't see anybody else unmute themselves. No? Okay. Also, you've got the chat box. So during the Apana session, if anybody wishes to answer, sometimes when we're all talking on the video or the audio, it gets a bit, might get rowdy. So when we do some questions, then you can type your questions. And then when we just do normal vichar discussion, we could do on the video chat. Okay. So we've already done Kudrat Kavana Kaha Vichar, and that was last week. And we're just kind of here, and we'll be stopping because if we're not going to do the next party, then we'll have the question answers. Okay, so we can just have a bit more open question answers, so we have more time. So the one was Varya na Java ek var. So I put here but devote. Why don't I devote myself to you all in one go? But there's another word for varna. Anyone know what that is in English? What other translation you can have for varya or varna? Let's see, so some of the chat box. Hanji Harnoor Kaur Shahbaz, sacrifice. Very good. So when we think of the word sacrifice, your parents make sacrifices for you, okay? Your parents make sacrifices for you. Why do they make sacrifices for you? When I pick somebody, Job Kaur, Melbourne, Hanji. So why do your parents make sacrifices for you? If you unmute yourself, Hanji. Hanji, put the Hanji, you're unmuted. You speak slightly louder. It might be my laptop sound, but I think if you could speak louder, that'd be helpful. Hanji, put.
So you can do well.
So you can do well. Why do your parents want you to do well?
So you can succeed in life.
Why do your parents want you to succeed in life?
So you have a good life.
Why do your parents want you to have a good life? You're correct. Well, I'm on purpose trying to keep pushing you to go to somewhere. Hanji.
Because they care for you.
Why do they care for you?
Because the things that they didn't do in their life, they want us to do it.
But why do they want you to do those things that you can't do in your life? Anji, Mandeep Singh, is it Singh ja kaur likha? Humne pata nahi main Mandeep achikala likhya. So well done, because they love you. Very good. So all of you are getting very good at question. You have no problem. Sargun Jot, give money, time. All of you are correct. Tika kaur hai, tika. Mandeep kaur. Well done. All of them are very good answers, but the whole point is that why doesn't the next door neighbor what you do the same thing as your parents do for you, because your parents love you. And why do your parents love you? Because they gave birth to you, and actually you're part of your parents. So you are actually, if you look at your hands, if you look at your, obviously can't look at your face, but if you just look at yourself, your skin, your blood is actually a part of your mum and dad. It's very strange, isn't it? That actually a part of your mum and dad, that's what makes you. And if you look really deeply into the creation, Vaheguru Ji, we all come from Vaheguru Ji. Vaheguru Ji is our parent because we're all created from Vaheguru Ji. And just like our parents, our skin, our blood, our bones are made up actually part of our parents. Actually, we're actually a part of our parents. It's strange, but we are become separated. We were once at one point one with our mother, when we were inside the mom's stomach, and then we were separated. Even though we're separated, we're actually made up the same thing of our mum, our same DNA, or you might say the same blood, or you're made of the same, that actually your mum actually made your skin and made your blood and bones and so on. However, you're separate. Similar, we all came from Vaheguru Ji, from Ikko Ankar. We're separate, but Vaheguru Ji, because actually we are part of Vaheguru Ji, Vaheguru Ji gave birth to us. Vaheguru Ji is like our mum and dad. Vaheguru Ji loves us. Vaheguru Ji wants us to do the best and wants us to experience the same joy and happiness as Vaheguru Ji is. Because Vaheguru Ji is all happy, Vaheguru Ji is all peace. So Vaheguru Ji wants us to experience that. Just like your parents, they want you to experience sukh, because they want the sukh that they experience, they want you to experience even more than that. So just as you don't say to your parents, oh, you don't care about me, and this, actually they do. And your parents, they make sacrifices. Your parents, if you the amount of hours they work, I'm sure many of you, including myself, we wouldn't be doing those many hours. Why are they doing overtime? Is because they love you. And just like that, Vaheguru Ji makes many, many sacrifices in making us as well. Vaheguru Ji is always there for us. How much time have we taken up for Vaheguru? How much time do we? I was talking to somebody recently, and I said, Veer Ji, do you do Japji Sahib the part? And I said, Veer Ji, we're going to try to find you someone. And if the other person, if the girl side asks me, does this guy do Nityanem? What shall I answer? He goes, oh, I don't do any. And I said, this person you cannot take out 10, 15 minutes of their time for Vaheguru, who gave birth to them, who created them, who's part of them, who loves you, then what can we offer to another person? If you don't love and respect your parents, what hope does somebody else have? So it's really, if you go, it's quite deep. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, if Vaheguru Ji loves us so much, Vaheguru Ji has made us, Vaheguru Ji, we are part of Vaheguru Ji. Vaheguru Ji wants to experience this happiness, this sukh. He wants us to become one with him again. So why don't we just in one go sacrifice, meaning let go and just surrender ourselves to Vaheguru Ji. And then we talked about Amrit. When we talked about Amrit, I'm just going to pick last week, those who were here, so we discussed some thoughts about Amrit. Let me just pick somebody. Kushanur Kaur, were you here last week?
So I have joined today only.
Anjipot?
So I have joined today only because I get informed today only.
Okay, no problem, Pot. Okay, that's fine. Ji. Who else? Acha, is Harji raising your hand? Oh no, okay, you're just stretching. Just stretch me so something you get mixed up sometimes. Bande the video cut gayi mere ko shake bande disde. I don't know what the Manraj Singh, anything you remember from we mentioned last week about Amrit, that we all mentioned that one way we can devote ourselves in one go to Vaheguru Ji and show our love back is by taking Amrit. You remember anything we mentioned about Amrit, Manraj Singh? If you just unmute yourself.
Hanji,
Yeah, anything? No?
no, sorry.
No problem. You might say anybody then, if anybody unmutes themselves, what do you remember about Amrit? Is anybody muting themselves? Oh no? Is it only just Chita?
You have to give your head.
Acha, very good. You have to give your head. And why do we give our head?
Because that's where the thoughts and your mind are.
Handy? That's where our thoughts and mind are. Very good. Anybody else remember what we did? Mentioned? Harbarak Singh?
What was the question?
Acha, we said, well, we're talking about, last week you mentioned Amrit, as in Varina Java Ekwar, we can devote ourselves to Vaheguru for taking Amrit. What did we mention? Amrit, we talked about various things regarding Amrit. Any things you just general thoughts about Amrit, which you mentioned last week, just a recap?
I don't really remember.
Acha, Harnoor Kaur?
It's made in Sarabloda butter, and it's a combination of pani and patasse, and they mix it with the khanda.
Acha, then why did we mention these things?
So the patasse, they symbolize like sweetness, and I think the Sarabloda butter symbolized strength, I think.
Ji, okay.
It's the hukum of a guru to take Amrit.
Sir, dobara to sabut?
It's the hukum of the guru to take Amrit.
Very good. Okay, so Sargun Kaur Jo Penji says giving up our ego, Amrit is joining Khalsa family. Okay, Chika ji. So you mentioned when we take Amrit, the pani, the jal, just like it is always is pure. That's when we take Amrit, that Guruji purifies us. Just as patasse, the sweetness is added to the Amrit, that Vahiguruji adds sweetness into our life, the sweetness of Vahiguru, the sweetness of Gurbani, the sweetness of Simran. And just as the patasse get absorbed in the Amrit, that when we take Amrit and let go and don't hold on to any of our labels into our ego, whether it's your caste, whether it's your how much money you've got and so on, that we all absorb sweetly into the Guru, into Gurmat, and we become one family. And HK, to give your head to the Guru. Tika ji. Okay, so we're just going to move on. Just there was one or two more thoughts about Amrit, but then we move on to the last Pankti, then we do question answer. So when we take Amrit, Eka Galya, Amrit Shakan Lagge, can you stand up and take Amrit? Pabneet Kaur, do you think you can stand up and take Amrit? Yes, no? No, okay. Mandeep saying Beer Asan, well done. So just like in this picture, you're with one knee up, one knee down, Beer Asana can. It's like a sprinter position. In this position, you have to kneel down and then you get Amrit. This is very important. Varyana Java Ekvar. Why? Sahaj ko Tejinder ko idda na baitho. Idda lazy pose hai. Haan, suchet ho ke baitho, shabash. Acha. So, why do we have to go like this to take Amrit rather than standing up? And ek alag Amrit nahi. When you go to Gurdwara Sahib, you have to get prasads. You're supposed to get prasads sitting down or with your knee down. You're not supposed to stand up and get prasad. This is what I was told when I was younger. Okay, let's type your answers. I think that'll be the easiest way so everybody can participate. So if everybody can just type your answers, well done. Mandeep Kaur is probably the fastest to write. Anji, because you are asking, not giving, that's why you are on the ground. Okay, Prabhuji, Harji, can they respect? Harnoor Kaur says to pay respect to Vaheguru. Okay, Sargun Jot Kaur ji, nice answer. We are begging. Manraj Singh, not giving. Manroop Singh, respect. Any different answer, anybody? ठीक है जी, आ सोने आंसर देते हैं. पूर्ण बड़ा okay. If Manjot Singh just wants to expand on when you say Purna, is it Purna Vadda? ਵੱਡੇ ਲਿਖ ਜੇ ਵੱਡਾ ਲਿਖਣਾ
It's pun vadai.
ਅੱਛਾ ਪੁਨ ਵੱਡਾ ਹੈ ਕੱਢਣ ਡੋਤ ਪੁਨ ਵੱਡਾ ਹੈ ਅੱਛਾ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਵੈਰੀ ਗੁੱਡ ਮਨਜੋਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਅੱਛਾ ਮਨਰਾਜ ਸਿੰਘ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਮਨਰਾਜ ਸਿੰਘ can you explain why you put ਅਰਦਾਸ
ਵੈਸੇ ਮੈਂ ਸੋਚਦਾ ਪਿਆ ਸੀ ਲਾਈਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਸੀ ਬਟ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਹੁਣ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ
Okay, no problem. So, if you think about, well, I think everybody's got some answers there. When we are receiving prasad, is to humble ourselves. One thing is, once I was at a school. I was working at a school whilst I was training to be a school teacher. And my person who was training me was Kushnur Kaur Hanji, humbleness and manroop and harjas nivna means being humbling yourself and kindness. So when I was training at this school, my mentor, the person who was training me, Musliman si, India da Musliman si from Bombay. Very nice gentleman, really decent human being. And he was very respectful to Sikhs. And only manu dasya kanda main Gurdwara Sahib mein gaya. He's been on several occasions to Gurdwara Sahib, and he said he really enjoyed going to the Gurdwara Sahib. And he said one thing he learned from the Gurdwara. Dekho, assi bhi Gurdwara Sahib ek Musliman Gurdwara janda ta unne ki sikhya? Us Musliman ne matha tekya. So the Muslim gentleman, he said, I went to Gurdwara Sahib and I did the matha tek. ठीक है जी ठीक है सारे नहीं करते पर वो बंदा जिहड़ा सी गुरु नानक नूं रिस्पेक्ट करदा सी he believed in Guru Nanak. So he said when he went there, he was just like when when he first time went to the Gurdwara Sahib, he saw the golak, the money box. He had money in his hand. So you've probably seen yourselves many times to see Melbourne, wherever you are, India, wherever you're sitting. Then many times when people do matha tek, that does everybody go like this and quietly put the money in the golak? Has anybody seen anything else different? Anybody seen a different, how anybody else has done it differently? No? Achha. Well, I've seen people literally throwing money, like, oh, let me see if I can get in there. Like that. Literally throwing money into the golak. This gentleman, when he's about to, he's been like literally bent down, but he's about to like kind of throw the money, you know, just a slight distance like this. And then someone stopped him. And the person who was showing around the Gurdwara said, in life, how you give something and how you receive something changes your experience. How you give something, how you receive something changes your experience. ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ personal life ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਇਹ note ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਗੱਲਾਂ when we receive something from our parents, from our friends, from our loved ones, how do we receive it? Oh, give me that. ਕਈ ਤੇ ਇਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ mom give me that. Yeah, ਇਹ ਇਦਾਂ ਵੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਕਈ ਤਾਂ ਪਰ ਰੋਟੀ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆ they just take roti, this rotiya in the middle of the table, grab. Some people might, mom give me roti. ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ ਹੁਣ ਇਹਦਾ experience ਦੇਖੋ and imagine now roti ਲੈਣ ਲੱਗੇ you're not grabbing, you're not saying oi, you're not putting like this, you're doing this. Can you see your experience is going to change? That experience could change your life. ਉਹ ਬੰਦਾ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਮੱਥਾ ਟੇਕਿਆ ਮੈਂ ਪੈਸੇ ਬੜੇ ਪਿਆਰ ਨਾਲ put the money very humbly into the golak, into the money box. ਤਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਮੱਥਾ ਟੇਕਿਆ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਲੰਗਰ 'ਚ ਬੈਠ ਗਿਆ. My Muslim teacher, mentor said to me, he then sat in the langar. ਹੁਣ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਾਂ ਰੋਟੀਆਂ is in one plate, ਤੁਸੀਂ just help yourself. ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ you shouldn't be help yourself. ਵੈਸੇ that's a problem. that ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਵਿੱਚ help yourself ਆ and also at home the mum might put or dad might put all the dal sabji in big pots and then everybody's helping themselves. ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ the teaching, the spiritual teaching, it becomes zero. ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡਾ lesson Guruji has given us, we basically miss out on that. Someone just asked or added to the chat box to see. We should respect her. We should say Mama ji, Papa ji, and any other. Gurleen Kaur. Very good. Very good. Respect na deonge to respect वापस मिलोगी. ओही करके बोलोगे तो ओही तोड़े जिंदगी च मिलोगी. Tavleen Kaur raised hand. हाँ जी Tavleen Kaur.
कुछ नहीं, गलती ना लो क्या?
Oh, कोई गल नहीं. Can happen to the best of us. Acha ji. So, when we receiving something, we have to humble ourselves. So, prashad lein wage, we humble ourselves. Asi date nahi, we are not givers, we are receivers, we are beggars, we are receiving ourselves. When we receive Amrit, we are not here to give something to somebody. We're not here to say, I know something. I'm here to say, I am zero, make me into something. If a building collapses, only then the building can be remade. If the building is still standing, they can't make on top of that. So building collapse, meaning you humble yourself. Then we'll move on. Hopefully everybody can the video screen dekh sakde tusi. When imagine you pouring pani in a jug, jug pani tusi pa rahe ha. Pani thalle nu da janda hai, the water goes down, flows down. ठीक है जी, ध्यान दो थोड़ा जा इदा. ठीक है जी. सारे अपने हाथ ना करो. Let's just all pretend in our hands that we got water, a jug of water, and everyone want you to just do the movement of the water, yeah, with your hands. So imagine the direction of the water. Okay, with the other hand, imagine somebody is thirsty. Okay, that's someone thirsty. And imagine they're going to be above the water. So they come like this, above the jug. Okay. So what's going to happen? They're still going to be thirsty.
Thirsty.
What do they need to do?
They need to humble themselves.
What does that mean? They need to practically, what do I need to do?
They need to go down.
Oh, and they go down, and look, they get something. Okay. When you go to Gurdwara Sahib, Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, the waves of blessings, the waves of Kirpa, Maharaj's vibrations, the vibrations of Naam, the vibration of Guru Sahib's Asisa are coming out like this. Yeah, it's flowing like this. With the waves of Guruji's blessings are coming like this. Someone goes to Gurdwara like this, standing up tall, I am somebody. And they come back and say, I didn't get anything. And the one who says, I am nobody and falls down, they receive Guruji's blessings. And this is the same with Amrit. Let me just a few comments which we can just read out. Sharing our achievements and gains, get nothing, go down, get everything from the Father of the universe. Thank you. Weber, welcome zero to, we have to become zero to become something. Very good. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense to everybody. So when receiving Amrit, we go down because Kirpa is going to come like this. In life, sometimes we will say, I went to Gurdwara, I got nothing. People, when you get older, from your age now, in a few years' time, some people you've been to the Gurdwara will say this. They'll say, do you know what? You know, you did this Zoom things, you learned about Japji Sahib, you did this, you did part, you did a kirtan. I got nothing. It's a waste of time. I'm not interested in Sikhi. No, the reason why they got nothing is you have to ask yourself, was I in a position to receive? Was I positioned myself correctly to receive? So imagine someone is pouring jal, they're pouring water over here. तो मैं इत्थे बैठ के खड़ा होके मैं तकरी जावां. जब प्रसाद वरताउण वाला उधर आ तो मैं कहा फिर मैनू तो प्रसाद मिले मैं तो उठ के जान लगा. So two things in this. When you're going to get prasad, how should you be sitting? Sare karke dasso with your hands. When you are sitting in the Gurdwara Sahib, Satnam Vaheguru Jap ho raha, and the Singh or Singhni Sevadar is given up prasad. Everybody in the Sangat, when you're waiting for prasad, what do? To say that I'm waiting to get prasad, ki karoge? Shabash, Jap Jagdeep Kaur, theek hai ji? Is tarah karoge. Theek hai ji? You're waiting like this. If you don't do this, that means that what does that mean if you don't do that? If I'm giving out prasad and you don't do that, that means
You don't want prasad.
You don't want prasad. Either you've had prasad or you don't want prasad. There could be many reasons for not having prasad. It might be you've got an allergy. You might be for medical reasons. It might be for some other reasons as well, okay? So that's fine. So it's not forced. So, yeah. So, jinne da kita means they're wedding that they want some. Ek aur kar raha, jinna ne ida kar liya, that usually means that can you give me some, you know, give me the full size portion, please. The kai bande jaan ke ida je karde hai, fir mainu thoda ku je main lena aaya. I just want a little bit. One thing is that wait, na java ek var. Sometimes we think, look, I'm waiting there. I've given myself. I'm waiting there, but I still never got anything. So worry about it. Okay, now I want you to think about that, and I'm going to ask your thoughts. So prasad is going around. You are sitting at the front. You are sitting your hands like this, ready, and it's now 20 minutes and you still haven't had prasad. Why could that be? And what should you do? Should you just get up and leave? Hanji, so who's gonna, Gurleen Kaur, imagine you're sitting like this for 20 minutes waiting for prasad. So you still haven't had a prasad. Should you just get up and leave?
I will wait.
You will wait, okay. Why are you planning to wait? What makes you wanting to wait? Why you think it's okay to wait?
Tasty.
Anji?
It helps you get to the guru.
By waiting. I just wanted prasad, but
I mean,
you know, like,
you have to wait for the prasad.
Gosh, yeah, but I was sitting there. I thought I should be first. Instead, I don't know. Where is the prasad guy? Achha.
It is Vaheguru that decides who's going to come first and who's going to come last.
Ooh, achha. Note karo, if there are 500 people sitting in the Gurdwara Sahib, there's 2 sevadars. They go over, and if you haven't got prasad, it doesn't matter because they're going to come around. Everybody will get prasad, but when it's your turn, because they're going around. So you humbly wait because you have that much vishwas, you have that much faith that these people, they're not going to, if they see me waiting here, they're not going to ignore me. It's just that they have somebody else's turn has come first. Can you see? And the same thing in life, we might not get what we want in our time, but in Vaheguruji, in his time, he will definitely give, as long as we are still waiting there. And imagine after 5 minutes we do this, even if the Sevadar came to you, he says that he probably doesn't want prasad, he probably already had a prasad. So, Amatod Singh, you have faith, I should ask or beg and can't wait. You have to, patience di gal hai. So when we're giving ourselves to the Guru, don't expect that I should get everything now and then. Because we say, now. Mom, I want my iPad now. I want you to go to the shop and buy it me now. Mom, Dad, I need those trainers. I need those shoes now. Everything is now. I can't wait. I want it now. Mom, I want you to make the sag today. I'll make it tomorrow. But no, today. We think everything should be given. Amazon Prime, I want it delivered tomorrow. Yeah, they are quick, fast. This is in our own little bubble of words. In the Vaheguruji's world, we have to wait. And Vaheguruji's time and our time are 2 different things. Where we think that 1 hour is a long time, for Vaheguruji, years may be a short time. So, when you get Guru's blessings, when you're ready to give yourself to the Guru, and you're doing your Nityanam, you're doing Kirtan, you're trying to follow the Guru's path, and you're thinking, I haven't yet received that kirpa, that blessing yet. You still wait like that. And Jarur Vaheguruji tanu prasad devenge, he will give you that blessing. As long as you're still waiting there with your hands. Patience is like a tree. Oh, to grow. Very good. Sabar da phal mitha hunda hai. Very nice, Gurleen Kaur. Bahut dhanyawad ji. Okay, ji. So I think we've kind of got that part. So, ye amrita vaste, humbling yourself. So when we go to Gurdwara Sahib, is tarah ja ke nahi, humble yourself. And very important about humbling yourself is not just how we go and matha take, or how we get prasad, or when we go and take amrit, we go down. there's also humbling ourselves physically as well. How do we humble ourselves physically? I'll ask if you can write the answers in your chat box. How do we humble ourselves? So physically, we humble ourselves by doing matha, by doing this. How do we humble ourselves through our kind of appearance? Can't we wait for? If we spend a lot of our time in unwanted time, can't we wait for a while for Vaheguru? Very good. Mandeep, don't show off, be calm. Very good, Mandeep Kaur, shabash. So, ek cheez ya, I think Mandeep Kaur ne answer sahi kar liya, shabash. Harnoor Kaur Prabhnoor, very good, very simple close. On ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨੋਟ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ ਬੱਚਿਓ, ਇਹ ਲਾਈਫ ਟੀਚਿੰਗਸ ਆ. If imagine, I'm assuming ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਗਏ ਆ, ਬੜੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, or you've been to India, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ? Now, when you go to India, somebody comes up to the car with their hand like this. ਉਹ ਕੌਣ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ?
Beggars.
Beggars. ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਚ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ?
Mangte.
Mangte. And in Gurbani, another word is used?
Pakhari.
Pakhari. Very good. Pakhari cha mangte. Oh, I hey bhai, 10 rupees deo na. Give me, I wish 10 rupees. Deo na. Acha, you're sitting in the car, so your window is down. You decide to put your window
up.
ठीक है जी. ਉਹ ਹੁਣ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕਾਰ ਦੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਖੜ ਕੇ ਦੇਣ ਫਣ ਅਜੇ ਕਾ ਹੈ ਭਾਈ 10 ਰੁਪਏ ਦਿਓ ਨਾ. ਚਲੋ ਅੱਜ ਪੰਜ ਕੱਲ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ 10 ਨਹੀਂ ਮੰਗਦੇ, 50 ਜਾਂ 100 ਮੰਗਦੇ ਹੋਣਗੇ. Last time I probably heard it was 10. So they're asking for money. Hey ਭਾਈ 10 ਰੁਪਏ ਦਿਓ ਜਾਂ 100 ਰੁਪਏ ਦਿਓ ਨਾ. ਏਦਾਂ ਕਰੋ, ਡਾਲਰ ਦੇ ਦਿਓ. Give me an Australian dollar. I don't mind. Give me your dollars instead. Acha, you're like, let's start the engine. Have they moved out the way?
No.
Acha. Now they will not move until you give. And they are very stubborn. Punjabi with stubborn ki kande hai? What's stubborn Punjabi? Teeth. Very good. Teeth mango. Teeth on the stubborn. They go jo marji hove main nahi aj jidd karna, shabash. Kanda main jidd karna, teeth karna. I'm not going until I get something. I'm happy to wait, don't worry. I can kill time. I'm happy to stand there all day. I'm still going to be like this. And eventually, what do the people do? They put the window down and?
They give.
And this is what we have to learn from them. That where we go, Vaheguru Ji, I'm still standing here. Jab hum sharan prabhu ki aaye, raak prabhu paave maar. I've come to you, whether you give to me or whether you don't, whether you take me in or whether you push me away. I'm still going to be here. I'm still waiting for you. And that's what we go when we take Amrit. I'm here to take, you're not ready to take Amrit. You're like, well, I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm still be waiting here for Amrit. So that's number one to learn from a beggar. Second point, what beggars usually, they look like a beggars. What do you mean by looking like beggars? What does a beggar look like usually? What would you expect a beggar to look like? Hanji, poor, Harnoor ko problem?
They're poor and they have really like teared clothes.
Teared clothes, okay, theek hai. By the way, I'm not expecting you to go wearing ripped jeans to the Gurdwara. मैं आजकल कई फैशन भी बने यार, ripped jeans, ripped t-shirt पा के लोग. Yeah, I'm just thinking, what next? Ripped the star, and I'm like, oh mom, I'm just gonna rip the star a few weeks, and it's a new fashion. I ripped the Khalsa is Badshah as well. We are supposed to be Guruji's given his kingship, so it's not that. When it's simple, you would not expect a beggar to be wearing gold. Sona nahi paya hoga. Imagine you saw a beggar with the gold here, gold earrings, gold ithri earring paya. Gold ithri paya. His hands are full of gold as well, full of gold kade bracelets. And he was, hey bhai, $1 de do na, give me $1. Oh, hey bhai, 100 rupees deo na, give me 100. What would you think if you saw somebody billing it out with gold Bushakoka hoveja, balia horn that on their hands they got mundiya. What would you think? Anybody?
You
wouldn't think that that's a beggar.
Yeah,
they are
Sorry.
very greedy.
Greedy beggar. Do he look like a beggar?
No.
He doesn't look like a beggar. He has enough money to buy gold.
Very, you'd say, actually,
Very
excuse
rich.
me, mate,
He's
can
not
you
a
actually
beggar.
can you give me something? Oh, are you giving out free bananas? Are you giving out free juice or something? No, I'm here to ask you something. But you look like you're dressed to be like a giving because you're so blinged out and so on. Now imagine we go to Gurdwara Sahib. Vaheguru ji, please may you bless me. Vaheguru ji, main kuch ਅਸੀਂ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਵੀ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੁਛ ਕੀ ਕਰ ਮੰਗਣ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਨਾ we had to ask something from ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ji to give us. So imagine coming to Gurdwara Sahib, you're going loads of gold rings, loads of gold chains, or you're wearing a gold bracelet and say, Maharaj, मैं तो तेरे दर दा मंगता, I am a beggar at your door, please may you bless me. ਤਾਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਵੀ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਨੇ, ooh, interesting. Is he a beggar or is he actually, he doesn't look like a beggar, he looks like he's come here to give something, he's come here, so ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਇਹਦੇ ਚ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਸ਼ਾਰਾ ਮਿਲ ਗਿਆ, you have given some direction there to think about. When we, Guru Nanak Dev Ji ne sanu dress ਦਿੱਤੀ ਹੈ, we are supposed to dress smartly, we are to dress gracefully, we are supposed to dress to represent the royalty of the Guru, but at the same time the humbleness of the Guru. Is karke Guru Ji didn't give us sona to wear. He didn't give us like hanji sone de kade lo ji sona ji aao ji mundiya lo ji. We never have that in a Gurdwara. But what we do have is that Guru Ji didn't give out sona, he made us into sona. Guru Ji kande put mere thi tu sone ban jao. He wants to make you into gold, good as gold. Good as gold on the inside, and we are our good as gold, our actions. And we are looking very smart and graceful. These are very important things to receive something in life. 10 minutes ago, people said that you wear simple clothes, then why do people wear suits? Which are you talking about, men or women, Prabhuji? Okay, 10 minutes ago, we said people should wear simple clothes, and why do people wear suits? I'm sure you can have a simple suit. Something, are you referring to something else? So, Prabhuji, it might be easy if you unmute yourself. Okay, if we show ourselves wealthy, we look like we are ordering, not begging. Thank you, Benji. No spiritualism is rising simplicity, both. Acha theek hai ji. So, we can't tell anybody else what to do because most people not willing to listen. They don't really listen to the Guru, let alone listen to me, or whether they listen to you. Good luck. But one thing we can do is lead by example. When we go to the Gurdwara, we dress ourselves in the most best way that we're willing to receive. So again, when you're going to receive something, imagine you want to go to get a job. Your job interview te ja rahe hai. You want the job actually, so you're the beggar, not beggar, you can say you're in a position that you're here like, I want the job. You're not there to give the job, you're here to, I want the job, I want to receive the job. So you make an effort. Because the effort ki karoge, what do you do as an effort for a job interview? You're going to go to attend a job interview. Harbarak Singh?
You prepare.
But you prepare. Bit more, okay, you've done the preparation, what else?
You dress up appropriately.
Well done, Mandeep was saying it there, dress well. If you want to be a saint, you should look like saint. Oh, very good. So, and you want to look professional. So you present yourself because I want this job. So to see the seriousness of how much you want this job, imagine I go in like with my keski, like the one I go to sleep with. I'm not wearing my Vadi the Star. My keski is lopsided because I haven't actually retied it. And imagine my Hazuria has got like haldi stains on it because I was eating dal in the morning and I spilled some dal on there. I'm like, hello, excuse me, can you please give me a job? And like, you haven't made much an effort. Your keski is really untidy. You got haldi stains all over your clothes. Like, you know, like, is this serious? Okay. So you physically dress yourself up. People dress smart. The more smart you dress, the more they've seen you made an effort, the more they go, well, hold on, this guy is serious. We're going to give this guy a chance. We want to listen to him. And we're the most likely to consider you. Now think about when we go to Gurdwara Sahib. How should we then go to Gurdwara Sahib? Anybody would like to speak?
Bana, Panchakar.
Acha, Bana, you need to dress sensible, Japji Singh. Acha, sensible. Unsensible, ajkal to unsensible. My sensible and your sensible could be different. Ajkal kaiyan da sense party jean paadiya kashara pichho de lamkata aaya, that's sensible. Yeah? They are wearing ripped clothes and that's sensible. What Guruji would want you to wear, Harbarg Singh. Saaf kapre hon to what Guruji. Kinni soni gal hai, imagine kisne you go to Guru Sahib ta gal vich hazuriya hove. This is called hazuriya. In your neck you're wearing hazuriya. Imagine you're wearing, tusi ja bana paya, je bana hai nahi, the next best thing to bana. Theek hai ji? Tusi apna simple suit paya, jo kurta pajama paya ya tusi. But if that is not possible for some reason, the next best thing, that jile tusi baki kapde paya, you're wearing them very respectfully and they're very clean and so on. Can you see? Jinna ki tusi effort karonge, can you see? Tuade hath da ban rahe. Inside, you're becoming like this, ready to receive from Guru. The more we less preparation, it looks more like we become like this to Gurdwara Sahib. So a बहुत important चीज जाया, never blame the Guru. Never blame Gurdwara Sahib. Never blame the Sangat. Never blame your Nityanem. I did Nityanem, I went to Sangat, I didn't get anything. Nahi. Varya na java ek baar. When we give ourselves to the Guru, have we given ourselves to the Guru in the correct way? In everything, there's a way to do it. And have we got that right way? ठीक है जी? So Sargun Jodh Kaur Bhen ji likhde hai, wear these clothes which do not deflect your attention, and others you look at you. Very good. Wear modest clothing, Brahmleen Kaur ji. ठीक है जी. Anybody else want to add to that before we move on? नहीं जी.
I have a question.
हाँ जी.
So if so, what if you were poor and you couldn't afford a dumalla, couldn't afford a bana, couldn't afford these stuff? Then could you come to the Gurdwara in your like simple clothes? Like
well,
small.
I was hoping that still your bana would be simple as well. I'm assuming that you don't have like the various like a pink chola with various sequins and gold studs on your bana. And Virji, main thing is that have you made your best effort? Everybody would, for example, might be somebody who might not have Hazuriya, but have you made your sincere effort? So it's your state of mind, have you made the sincere effort? Okay, so we're not all going to be in the same situation as necessarily, but to see that have I made the extra effort to go to see the Guru? Have I made the action? Oh, that's between you and the Guru, yeah? Even though that person might not be able to, he might not have the available to wear Hazuriya, or he might not have a chola to wear, and he might be wearing a trouser and a shirt, but inside he knows that, and he goes, I would love if I did have that, but he has still mentally humbled himself. Can you see, he's done the best of what is available to him. So at the same time, you're always going to do your utmost sincere efforts. Sometimes we can't get perfection, when none of us are perfect, but we should always make an effort. And we have to ask yourself, not someone tell you, have you asked yourself, have I made the sincere effort? मैं अपने बोलो, मैं कोई यत्न कीता, अपने बोलो मैं कोशिश कीती है, ठीक है जी? Is that all right, Prabhuji? Cool. Okay, so I wanted to ask you this, Mandeep. I wanted to ask, if you are recording these lessons, is there a way for public to have access to them? Or do you know what? I forgot to record it today. Oh, did it get recorded?
We are recording it, and we have already uploaded your last week's session on YouTube.
Oh, very good. Mandeep Kaur Penji, that's why Jaspreet Singh ji's answered your question. And it's going to be on YouTube?
Hanji Bhai Sahab, I'll paste the link here in the chat now.
Okay, please. ठीक है Penji Mandeep Kaur. Okay, very good. So, ये हो गया एक. We now अपना time है अगर थोड़े कमेंट ही है. Just again receiving वारे ना जावे एक बार दी गल हो रही है. When you give yourself to the Guru, when you sacrifice yourself to the Guru, give yourself to Guru. When we receive Amrit, can everybody kindly put your hands in the position that you would receive Amrit? Even if you're not taking Amrit, guess how would you do your hands? Apne hath in front of the video so I can see. Acha. Okay, there's some differences. Oh, eh Jagdeep kaur hai vaddi ja choti kaun hai? Jagdeep kaur, Tejbir kaur hai? Yo Tejbir.
Jagdeep kaur.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਗਦੀਪ ਕੌਰ ਅੱਛਾ ਤੇਜਬੀਰ ਨੇ ਹੱਥ ਇਦਾਂ ਕੀਤੇ ਸੀ ਅੱਛਾ ਨਾ this I've seen some hands like this ਬਾਕੀ ਦਾ ਹੱਥ ਦਿਸਦੇ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਅੱਛਾ ਕਈਆਂ ਦੇ ਇਦਾਂ oh someone's hands ਇਹ ਗੁਰਲੀਨ ਕੌਰ ਦੇ ਹੱਥ ਇਦਾਂ ਆ ਅੱਛਾ ਕੁਸ਼ਨੂਰ ਕੌਰ ਦੇ ਹੱਥ ਇਦਾਂ ਆ ਸਰਗੁਣ ਜੋਤ ਭੈਣ ਜੀ ਅੱਛਾ ਇਦਾਂ ਆ ਅੱਛਾ that's interesting ਅੱਛਾ okay everybody hand down then ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰ ਸੋ ਇਦਾਂ ਕੀਤੇ ਆ ਨੋਟ ਕਰਿਓ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਮਿਲਣਾ ਆ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੇ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ when we're giving ਪ੍ਰਸ਼ਾਦ ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ when giving prasad to children ਇੱਕ ਛੋਟੀ ਬੱਚੀ I think she's 3 years old when she gets prasad hum goes put your hands out to get prasad ਛੋਟੀ ਆ she's young ਤਾਂ ਬੱਚੀ ਇਦਾਂ ਹੱਥ ਕਰਦੀ ਆ like this can you see ਇਦਾਂ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੱਥ so when I'm going to give prasad what's going to happen prasad anda is like going down a hill and the prasad ends upon her it rolls down the prasad rolls down ठीक है जी और दा prasad है ਉਹ ਥੱਲੇ ਗਿਰ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਉਹ ਵਿਚਾਰੀ she ends up dropping the prasad on the floor ਕਈਆਂ ਨੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਹੱਥ ਇਦਾਂ ਕੀਤੇ ਸੀ ਹੁਣ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ imagine you be given amrit if you do your hands like that amrit is going to roll down that when you're going to go to drink the amrit there's no amrit left for you to drink ਉਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਥੱਲੇ ਨਿਕਲ ਗਿਆ it's gone down if you do your hands like this and amrit is poured in what will happen is the amrit will come out like this amrit ਬਾਹਰ ਨਿਕਲ ਜਾਊਗਾ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਾ so if your hands are like this you're not going to get amrit if your hands are like that you're not going to get amrit so to make sure you get maximum amrit how would you have to do your hands करके दिखाओ हम सारे one above the other the right hand ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਪਣੇ right hand ਹੈ ਉਹ top ਤੇ ਹੁੰਦਾ left hand bottom ਤੇ and like this ਘੁੱਟ ਕੇ tight more ਘੁੱਟ ਕੇ ਰੱਖੋਗੇ the more tighter you have it the more likelihood the amrit will stay in there and you can drink the amrit ਹੁਣ ਇਤੇ relax ਕਰ ਲਓ ਸਾਰੇ ਹੁਣ you can all relax now relax ਹੋ ਜਾਓ hands down ਗੁਰਲੀਨ ਕੋਲ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿਤੇ ਪ੍ਰਸ਼ਾਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਹੱਥ ਇਦਾਂ ਕਿਤੇ ਪ੍ਰਸ਼ਾਦ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਾ ਅੱਛਾ so ਇਹ ਵਿੱਚ ਨੋਟ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲੀ ਗੱਲ ਆ when you receive gifts in life when ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ji gives you blessings in life when your parents give you blessings in life when your loved ones give you blessings in life when the sangat gives you blessings in life sometimes you think oh my gosh I didn't get anything oh I got blessing but it didn't work nay have we looked after the blessing when we took amrit have we looked after it when our mom and dad give him blessings have we looked after it when sangat gives us blessings have we looked after it and how do we have to look after it kut ke rakhna and how we do that is when we what does that mean practically how do we look after amrit how do we make sure amrit doesn't leave us any answers ete hon sare likho chat box te likh diyo how do we just like when we take amrit we have to do this when amrit goes inside of us how do we have to make sure that amrit stays with us we can enjoy it and it doesn't go away the guru's blessings stay with us it doesn't go away if you just type your answers if you type them so everybody gets a chance and then we'll and afterwards if anybody wants to talk so Manjot Singh ji ਕਹਿੰਦੇ keeping nitnem amrit vela ਰਹਿਤ ਮਨਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਜੈਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਕੌਰ ਵੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਰਹਿਤ ਹਰਨੂਰ ਕੌਰ ਦੁਸਿਮਰਨ ਪਾਠ ਸੇਵਾ Pavleen ਕੌਰ following all the hukams not pick and choose I like that actually I like that I don't like that one yes following the guru's instructions very good so ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ ਜਦੋਂ ਇਦਾਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੰਦਾ ਹੁਣ imagine ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਡਾਇਮੰਡ ਦੇ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿਨ ਵੀ ਫਿਨਿਸ਼ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ ਆਪਣਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਹੋਣ ਵਾਲਾ ਆ Acha, you again responsibility once you have taken amrit, you must do your nitnem daily and do amrit till at 3 a.m. meaning Amatod Singh. Acha, very good. ਇੱਥੇ ਹੁਣ ਬੱਚਿਓ ਥੋੜਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਵੀ ਬਾਕੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਆ ਸੌਰੀ ਮੈਂ ਬੱਚਿਓ ਕਹਿ ਤਾ ਸਾਰੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਾਫ ਕਰਨਾ so if everybody ਇੱਥੇ good note ਕਰਿਓ imagine you are given a diamond ਹੀਰਾ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਚ ਹੀਰਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੱਥ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀਰਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਗਿਆ look after this you're given a diamond in your hand what are you going to do with your hand a diamond's in your hand you have to look after it it's going to stay in your hand ਹੱਥ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਰੋਗੇ इधर रखोगे करके दिखाओ की करोगे डायमंड इन योर हैंड इधर रखोगे ठीक है जी रिलैक्स्ड इधर रिलैक्स रखोगे या घुट के रखोगे वेरी गुड अच्छा so oh let me open the chat box a little bit so you close your hand and be clenched and घुट के रखोगे imagine ਤੁਸੀਂ ਚਲ ਗਏ to your friend's house ਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਉਹ relax ਕਰਦੇ ਆ they're relaxing and they are just chatting they're watching some movies you're goofing around you're just messing around ha 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 and lighten up and they tell you to lighten up they say what do you mean why have you got your hand closed so tightly you say to them that I've got a diamond in don't worry loosen up man nothing's gonna happen so you decide to listen to your friends and you loosen your grip and you go ha 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 you're having a whale of a time boy fun kar rahe ha has rahe ha then you eating then you decide then baaki nachan lag pande and then everything's happening eventually what's going to happen Prasad Singh
you're going to lose the diamond
because why because this person Prasad Singh tusi bolo
because you've lost its grip
because it's lost yeah because it might have slipped through. Because it might have slipped through your hand.
Why is it slipped through my hands?
Because you've lost your grip.
Why have I lost my grip?
And you've loosened up. You've loosened up the grip.
You are slowly losing grip, diamond. Why am I losing grip? Why am I losing the grip?
Because your friends have told you to relax and let go of the grip.
So what's happened is मेरा ध्यान चले गया मेरा ध्यान चल गया your concentration focus is gone ਇਹ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਖਿੰਡਰ ਗਿਆ your concentration gone focus gone ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਮਿਲ ਗਿਆ ਤੇ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਤੇ ਫੋਕਸ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਰਹਿਤ ਤੇ ਫੋਕਸ ਰੱਖਣੀ ਆ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਚ ਫੋਕਸ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਆ and that's why we have to be careful that we don't go in that environment parties ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਨੱਚਦੇ ਟੱਪਦੇ ਆ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਲੋਕੀ ਸ਼ਰਾਬਾਂ ਪੀਂਦੇ ਆ where parties dancing people watching certain movies certain ਗਾਣੇ ਲੋਕੀ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਆ which makes us lose our concentration makes us become so relaxed that we are laughing and laughing but actually the laugh is on us we are laughing and we think we are laughing but actually everybody's laughing at us because whilst we are laughing I've lost the diamond. And then we say, I took Amrit, but I don't know what happened. I didn't feel anything. Oh yeah, my mom and dad told me to do part, but I didn't get anything. Have you looked after the diamond? Is karke bachyo rahat rakhni, sangat ji rahat rakhni, following Guruji's hukum is very important. No one is perfect, but we have to make a try. We have to be sincere. If you lose something, but you made a sincere effort to look after it, you will not be in trouble. But if you lose something and you didn't make an effort to look after it, then you are responsible. ठीक है जी इस करके सो अपना टाइम हो गया avoid as much as you can avoid stress इस करके चंगी संगत good company गुरसिक्खा दी संगत रखनी है सिमरन नतने वाले दी संगत and just because somebody is amritari does not make them good sangat somebody said to me their mom said I am worried about my son he is up to no good I spoke to their son and I said Virji, do you do sangat with Gursikhs? Yeah. I hang out with Gursikhs. I don't hang out with anybody else. Very good, yeah. Then let me ask him what you do with those Gursikhs. When you hang out with Gursikhs, what do you do? Because we go to cinema, we go to restaurant, we hang out and we play games and this. Okay, hold on. I mean, do you do sangat with people who do nityanem? Sangat by doing kirtan together? Sangat by doing Gurbani Bachar, Sangat by doing Seva together? And the answer was no. So sometimes you might think, oh, I'm wearing a kirpan, but that person might be not still doing things which is going to break you away from keeping your focus on Amrit, on your Sikhi, on your blessings. So it's about keeping Sangat company with people who are focused. If you keep in company with educated people, more likely you become educated. Do Sangat company with those people who are healthy, more likely you will become healthy and health conscious. If you do company with people who are going to the gym making muscles, more likely you are likely to be more conscious and make an effort to make muscle. If you have company with those who wish to meet Vaheguru and making those sincere efforts, more likely to see karoge. So stay away from bad influence. So eh ho gaya apna time ho gaya. Anybody last questions ya kisne phone le liya मैं question करने लग पे वाहिगुरु सतनाम हाँ जी anybody last before ਅਸੀਂ ਫਤਿਹ ਬੁਲਾਈਏ
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਜੀ
ਮੈਂ ਹਰਪਿੰਦਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਦਾ ਡੈਡੀ
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਚਲੋ anybody else ਜੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਫਤਿਹ ਬੁਲਾਉਣੀ ਆ ਜੇ question actually I was just joking about the
Haji Manraj Singh, do you have a question?
No questions from Kushnur Kaur, Naijum Gurleen Kaur. I don't think acha. So next week, so that was the I'm just gonna move on because so AC next week nahi we actually oh Sargunjot Kaur ji ਹਾਂਜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੁੱਛਣਾ ਸੀ ਭੈਣ ਜੀ ਕੁਝ ਅਨਮਿਊਟ ਕਰ ਲਓ ਭੈਣ ਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੱਸਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਭੈਣ ਜੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਆਪਣਾ ਅਨਮਿਊਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈਣਾ
my question is on chat yeah
अच्छा हाँ जी कितने chat which अच्छा can we ask our nays and days to change for us or we should carry on Raat Maryada and if we see falling falling us can we beg again थोड़ा सा भैन जी समझा के can you explain थोड़ा सा by speaking भैन जी सरगुण जोत कौर मैंने लभना पैना ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ अच्छा
हाँ जी भैन जी
yeah can we ask someone to follow the Rahat Maryada as like us or
भैन जी एक पहला one point कर ले so let's do this one you do Nitnem you go to school
yeah
as you fear me if you think oh my gosh if I don't Paji Manvir is gonna get me in trouble you know and you be scared of me but one day when you think hold on I'm not scared of him because actually I'm as tall as him now it day hunda na mom and dad jinna chahe you are small they are big then people are scared of their parents as soon as you get a bit tall and you think I don't have to do what my mom and dad tell me to do when we tell somebody to do something they do it but they will do it like this you have to do Nitnem okay what if it's not they get enjoyment no the person they are claiming to do Nitnem for when we think they're actually doing much for them one thing you can tell somebody and the second one is you can inspire somebody when you tell somebody do you know what guys do you know when you start eating dala sabjiyan yeah just like you feel really full of energy yeah and you end up my skin it's really good for your skin when you don't eat meat and you just vegetarian diet a vegan diet is very good for you it's very healthy for you do you know I've got so much energy now yeah I feel like I want to just run around when you're hearing that you think hold on I wouldn't mind doing that I wouldn't mind if you could do you know what oh do you know I went to the Gurdwara Sahib it was amazing oh it was a really good feeling do you know I'm going to go back there on Monday I'll come with you inspiring people so this is very important for youngsters with your parents and parents with youngsters or whoever we should be inspiring others not telling people you can tell somebody one is giving information there's nothing wrong with giving information but when you demand something you're not going to get results I work in the prison service so when I work with prisoners Punjabi prisoners for example ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੇਸ ਰੱਖੋ ਸ਼ਰਾਬ ਨਸ਼ਾ ਨਾ ਕਰਿਆ ਕਰੋ don't smoke ਨਾ ਕਰਿਆ ਕਰੋ ਤਮਾਕੂ ਨਾ ਪੀਆ ਕਰੋ you really think the prisoners are going to say ਹਾਂਜੀ ਗਿਆਨੀ ਜੀ thank you very much ਜੀ ਚਲੋ 7 ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ we'll do that no you have to inspire them say ਵੀਰ ਜੀ you know and try to understand where they're coming from why they're smoking because they're depressed why are they depressed because they got no one to love them at home then you have to show them that Guru loves you ਵੀਰ ਜੀ you know when you start doing Nitnem you're going to feel a good feeling and try it for 5 minutes and see how you get on and you do baby steps so that I can't do nothing I can't do Panj Bani I've never done part in my life now Viji do 5 minutes some more month I can do that and then when they do holy on a confidence vaduga and I've seen with my eyes when you inspire and when you give baby steps meaning thoda nahi jara pach jave matlab they can digest roti one big roti you can't put in your mouth small burkiyan small pieces And then what happens is they give up smoking. Some of them keep a case. I've just recently, one Virji sent me a photo on Instagram. He had cut hair in prison. He's been many years, been about 6 years or so, he's left prison. And he sent me a picture on Instagram to say he's now kept his case. Wonderful. When we tell them to do something, they're not going to do it. He's done it from him, and there's pyar in that. Sare pyar di gal hai, so inspire karna hai. Hopefully, Penji, you got that. And so, inspire karna vaste, the best is you. If people see people who do part are miserable, they're always angry. What are you doing? They think, hold on, I don't want to do Nitane. Oh, my dad, he says, he's always angry. My dad's always angry. Why do I want to do that? My mom's telling me, she's always stressed. I don't want to become stressed. Imagine when they look at you and go, I want to become like mom. I want to become like dad. I want to become like my Benji. I want to become like my Paji. Because why is it that he's always smiling? Why is it that he's always happy? Why is he always relaxed? Why is it that he's always helpful? Why is he's such a beautiful soul? It must be because he does Nitane. It must be because he makes Amrit Vela. So it's inspire karna. Theek hai ji, Guru Kirpa kare. Very nice question. So, next week, Tony, we're going to be doing, we're going to start from Ikko Ankar to Shuru Karna hai. So, this was Jot the Pave, Sai Palikar, Akri Rupachi Karnama. So, that just we actually round up because next week we're doing something different. So, we just go through the literal meaning of whatever pleases you, that alone is good. Jo Vaheguru no changa lagda, ohi changa hai. What I think is right, what you think is right can be two different things. I think is right that, for example, that your Nitane should be so many barniya. You might think it's right to do this many barniya. You might think it's right to, so let's just say a different example. Somebody thinks it's right to drink 1 glass of alcohol. It's good for your health. One person thinks it's totally wrong to drink alcohol. So everybody's got their own ideas, but Sikhi tells us, Japji Sahib tells us, both in life, if you want to see what is right and wrong, always that level is ask Guru. What does Guru say? Because Vaheguru, who's made this world, he's made the standard. So I'm just giving you some pictures here, everybody. Sorry, I comment. I just want to wrap this up. These are various things people are doing because they think they are right. You can see various things here. In this picture, you can see where they think they are doing the right thing. Now, I'm sure even between them, they'll differ. Who is right and who is wrong? I think is right, I think they are wrong, I think it is good, I think is bad. It is Sikhi with Sara Siapai Khatam. All this discussion is all ended by saying, Jot the Pave, Sahi Palikar, Rabji Jo Tinu Changa Lagdo Hi Changa. And how can we find out what is good? What is good? By asking Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. When we ask Guru Granth Sahib Ji, because Vaheguru is written all his, he speaks to us in Guru Granth Sahib Ji, fir sana pata lagda changa kiya ta mara kiya. So even though the world thinks this is good, Guru Nanak no changa nahi lagda. Is karke minnu koi puche, Paji, is this good? Bullying is okay? Spending all your life glued to a device is okay? Is that good? Inna ke bacche de inna makeup launa theek ya? Main ke minnu nahi puche, main ta Sikh hai, waran jame ek war, I've given myself to the Guru. Main ta Guru Nanak nu puchunga, ta my Guru Nanak, what does he say? That he is not pleased by these things. So that was Vaare na Java ek war. And the last one was Tu Sada Salamat Nirankar. Nirankar means formless. Akar, shape, shapeless, invisible. Nirankar, invisible. Vaheguru, who is invisible to us with these eyes, Tu Nirankar, you alone are here forever. If you look at this picture, we just end with this. What is this picture showing us? Oh, Vaheguru. Oh, let me end ho gaya. Let me just quickly go back to that screen. Full screen. Let me go back for it. Hanji. So, what is this picture telling us? Linking into Sada Salam and Nirankar. What is with the baby? Oh, I'm saying the baby is basically how people are nowadays. Young children are basically sexualizing their behavior. So people are dressing up like adults, putting makeup on, and when you put makeup on, you'll try to impress somebody else. And it's very worrying that young children are doing this, and these are messages through TV where people are kind of sexualizing their behavior. So that's why it was given there, how people are actually, kids need to be kids, and children should be innocent, and children shouldn't be dressing up like they're like fashion, so-called fashion models. So that was the picture. So anybody, just to end with this, keys the car, what's this picture telling us?
That the water is the ice and the ice is the water.
Okay, okay, ice is...
And the water is just becoming different forms.
Okay, can we just linking to Sada Salamat Nirankar? You are correct, Prabhuji.
It tells us that Vaiguruji is Vaiguruji in any form.
Okay, Vaiguruji is Vaiguruji in any form. Okay. Sargo Jyoti Benji, can everything is going to end on his
He has a form and he is he has a form and he is formless.
Okay, so if you look at the Tu Sada Salamat Nirankar, Salamat is going to be, he is here. Vaiguruji is only going to be here forever. Sometimes we get hung up. Wow, that guy is amazing. Wow. Sometimes we get hung up on, oh my God, that guy is awful. Oh my God, that's really bad. Sometimes we get hung up on, wow, that guy is so spiritual. Wow, we get hung up on this. Guru Sahib, don't get hung up on anybody, whether it's good or bad. Kisi cheez vich fasi na. एक गल चेते कर, चंगा बंदा या माड़ा बंदा होवे, चंगी चीज होवे या माड़ी जगह होवे, ये सारियां चीजां, they're here today and tomorrow they're going to melt away. But don't get hung up. Don't lose your peace of mind because of somebody, and don't give your heart away to anybody either. Because the whole world is you see it today and it's gradually melting away. Tomorrow you will not see it.